So this tutorial is going to go over some big updates that we've made to both the workout builder and the workout library. The first update is actually for both athletes and coaches, which is saving structured workouts to your workout library. And then the second update really just pertains to coaches, and that is creating structured workouts that have multiple targets associated with them. So number one, you can now save structured workouts to your workout library. So I'm going to open up my workout library right here. And the first thing you'll notice is there is a new little icon down in the bottom right-hand corner of some of these workouts. This denotes that a structured workout is associated now with this library item in my library. So like this workout does not have a structured workout associated with it, but these two do, as they have that icon in the bottom right hand corner. Now there's a couple different ways to save a structured workout to your library. So the first way, you come down here and you add a library workout, and this is you're just building the workout from scratch. So let's say this is going to be a run, it's going to be a hill workout, and I can type in a name, a description, and then let's just say it's going to be an hour-long workout. Now I've got the save button where I can just save it to my library, or I can click this option now that says save and open the workout builder. So it's going to save the workout, and then it will also open up the workout builder. So let's just say this was going to be a heart rate workout. So I could click heart rate. I could then create this this workout here, and put some heart rate values with here. So I'll just do a threshold value. Let's say warm up it's 50 to 60%, cool down at 50 to 60%, and maybe we're doing some hilt repeats here, and you're going to get up to like 100% of your threshold, 105% of your threshold with some downhill recovery jogs. So once I save this workout to my library, and now you're going to see here's this hill workout I added, and the structured workout is associated with it. So I can then click on this, and I'm now going to see the structured workout with this workout library item. So that's the first way. So the second way is actually if you have an existing workout in your library, click on this. You'll see no structured workout. I can click edit in my library, and then down here this new section says build workout. So I can just then build the workout like this. Go through the same process I just showed you, and then once you save it, then this workout will also have a structured workout associated with it. And then finally, the third way to save a structured workout to your library is if you've got an existing workout on your calendar, on one of your athlete calendars, and it has a structured workout associated with it, you can just grab this workout and simply drag it into one of your libraries, and then there it is, and it's going to just be inside your library, and you'll again be able to view the preview of it and use the structured workout now for your athletes and on your own calendar if you are an athlete. The next thing we're going to talk about in this tutorial is the ability for coaches to create structured workouts that have multiple target types associated with them. So if you're a coach and you have some athletes that prefer to use power, other athletes that prefer to use heart rate, right now you would have to create two different workouts and select which workout you want to use for each athlete depending on their preference. What we've done now is created the ability to do this all within one workout and create different target types when you're building your structured workout. So let's open up this workout from our library. It looks like it's some max intervals of 200 to 205% FTP. Let's build this workout here. So for this first one, we're going to do a power-based workout. And let's set up the workout here. So we have a 20-minute warm-up. We have a 15 minute cool down, and then it looks like we've got 10 intervals of 30 seconds each. So 30 with a didn't say what the off period is, so we'll give you a minute off. And this is an FTP workout, so we're going to do a warm up of maybe 65 to 70% FTP, cool down at the same thing. And then these are some max power ones, so 200 to 205%. So this is our power version of the workout. So up here you'll see some new tabs at the top. So since I created a power workout, this is now considered my primary version of the workout. But now let's say I wanted to also make a heart rate version of this workout for those athletes that prefer heart rate. So I click on the Add More tab, I select heart rate. So first thing you'll notice is that you can't edit the fields that have the actual steps of the workout. So if you need to edit, the actual time and everything, and the number of repeats, warm up, cool down, you would go to your primary target, and that's where you edit this at. But then when you add these secondary targets, you're able to just change the target itself. So if this is now a heart rate based workout, and I want to do this based off of the athletes, maybe their threshold heart rate. So I then select that option, and let's have them warm up really easy, 50 to 60% of threshold. We'll do the same for the cool down. But then obviously they can't do 200 to 200% of their heart rate. So in a heart rate version of the workout, I might use maybe 100 to 105% of their threshold for these intervals, and then for the rest intervals, maybe we'll go to 80 to 85% during the rest. So now I have a power version of the workout using percent FTP, and then I have a heart rate version of this workout using percent of threshold heart rate. So I'm now going to save that, and if I wanted to add a third one, I could add speed, and then I could have a percent of their threshold speed, or I could select a zone that they've set up, or I could even select, I could put some absolute values in for speed if I wanted to do that. But I can come up here and I can delete this speed, and I'm just going to leave it where I have a power version and a heart rate version of the workout. So I'm going to save that. And now you'll notice right here, you see I now have two targets. Here's the power version that I've set up, and I can click on heart rate, and I can see what the heart rate version of this workout's going to be. So now that I've got some workouts here with multiple targets in them, let's apply this workout to an athlete's calendar. So right now I am looking at Joe Test. I'm looking at his calendar. I'm his coach. So first, what I'm going to do, let's look at this 60-second FTP interval workout. It looks like this workout has two targets. It has a power target, and it has a heart rate target. And what you'll notice is when I'm previewing this in the workout library, it is using Joe's settings. So, if I'm looking at the power version, it's looking at Joe's FTP, and it's calculating these values off of his FTP. And then if I look at the heart rate version, it's using his threshold heart rate and calculating these values off his threshold. So I know what each version of the workout is going to look like that I use for Joe. So if I took this workout now and I drop it on Joe's calendar, the first thing it's going to ask me is, Joe doesn't have a preference set yet for bike workouts, since this is the first time I'm dropping a multi-targeted workout on his calendar. So down here I can select, do I want Joe to use the power workouts, or do I want Joe to use the heart rate version workouts? So for him, I'll go ahead and select power, and I'll select done. And now it has saved power as his preference. So now every time I drop another multi-targeted workout on that at least has a power option, it's going to always use the power version. So if I took this same workout again and dropped it back on his calendar, it's not going to ask me anymore, because now it knows that Joe likes the power workouts. So if I click down here, it's got the power one highlighted, and Joe's power version of his workouts is going to display. Now I'm the coach, so I can still see the different versions of the workouts, heart rate or power, but when Joe logs in, or if Joe's in the Final Surge iOS or Android app, he's only going to see the power version of the workout, because that is his preference, and that's what I've dropped on him. So now you would set this up for run, bike, and swim. So if I have a run with multiple targets on it, and I try to drop this on Joe's calendar, now it's going to say, for the run, what is Joe's default target type? So maybe for the run, he likes to use heart rate. So I'll apply the heart rate target to him, and I'll drop the heart rate version of this workout on his calendar. So now that I've set his preferences for the run and the bike, what if I need to edit those preferences, or whatever, maybe Joe's power meter breaks and all of a sudden he needs to work out with heart rate? So at the top of the calendar, I'm now going to click on Joe's name, and this is going to open up his athlete settings option window. So these settings are for structured workouts for the run, the bike, and the swim. And as you can see right here, I can set his threshold values. I can set his threshold pace values. If I go to the bike, I can set his heart rate, FTP values, same thing for the swim. And in addition, you will see that this is where you set his default target type for the structured workout. So when we dropped the bike workout on Joe's calendar earlier, we selected power as his default target type, and that's now displayed correctly here. And when we dropped the run workout on his calendar, we selected heart rate as his default target type. So let's say Joe decides to change to heart rate based training versus power based training. So for the bike, we're going to set heart rate as his default target type, and I will save that. So now if we go back to this same workout that we've been using that has both the power and the heart rate version, I can now drop this workout on his calendar. And this time it's going to show the heart rate version of the workout and apply that heart rate version to Joe since we changed what his preferences are. So then when he logs into the system and maybe he downloads this file to put on his cycling computer, he has the Garmin Connect IQ app, it's going to download the heart rate version of the file for him to complete and display this heart rate version, in the Final Surge iOS and Android apps when he's viewing the workout, what he's supposed to do. So now that I've got some structured workouts with multiple targets saved to my library, it makes it really easy to coach all of my athletes, especially once I've set up their preferences. So for instance, if I come over here and I click on Brian, I know Brian likes the power-based version of workout. So if I take this same workout, drop it on Brian's calendar, and then I'm going to view that, and he's already got the power version of that workout. And I also know that Tim likes the heart rate version. I've already set his preference, so when I come over to his calendar and drop this workout on his schedule and look at his structured workout, he's already got the heart rate version of that workout. So this makes it super simple to coach your athletes who maybe use different methods of training. You can create these structured workouts, save them to your library that have multiple targets on them, and then simply drop it onto each athlete's calendar and let the platform do the work as far as what preference it uses for each athlete, what version of the workout they get.